about 10 on my 50. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like,
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Touch, Brady!
57. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hatchet. Hatchet. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, stack. Under track.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Big Ed, Big Ed.
Let's go, Greg. Kill.
Wentz now to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And they are going for it. Darnold, and it's caught by Herndon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 52. Hey, empty. Central West. 24. Alert 3. Alert 3. Here, shift. Mike. Here, shift. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Wentz now on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shift! Watch the shift! The great 57.
To throw, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Alert flare.
On play action, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Go. 280! Yeah. Switch.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Henry Anderson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Working from the gun, Wentz sliding out of the pocket, looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Silver.
Watch twist. Jim. Jam.
Listen.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here we go.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for a Nunwa there.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check nickel.
Done. Hey, 74.
After the sack on first down, Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
What's your son?
Check 3.
Sunday.
57's Mike 57. I'm going to come back.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this one is right down the middle. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 53, Mike. Check 53.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And taken right at the 35. Called that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's going to rifle one, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13.
23, Jets 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, back up.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
All day, just like that.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Elliott puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Keep going.
Darnold from the gun. Crowder's got it over the middle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you. You mind, young lady. Tighten up. Topper. Bravo.
Darnold now to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Quick to add, quick to add. Hey, Rip 5-2, on here.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
What's up?
Get out the field, defense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 1st down, Wentz rolling to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Blunt. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here we go. Waiting.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, alert 3.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Henry Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
25, check 25.
Sunday. Let's 5-7.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 180.
I'm going to run you over.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Newton's got it, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back. Complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
15 yards on the play, first down. Wentz now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. Great.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
22 jet bomber. No. Off. Hey, 57.
Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. On 1st down, Sanders. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Blunt. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Sanders looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now it's Darnold, flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A first down throw, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Anunwa, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.